Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time I've ever used a microphone, so can everyone hear me? Yep. NASA is a force of nature like none other. And that's Neil deGrasse Tyson saying that. Now, my project is the Deployable Greenhouse. I chose Mars instead of the moon because I love Mars. Who doesn't? Now, that white corner, Hellas Planitias, is our landing point. That is a crater 2,000 kilometers across and 10 kilometers deep. Now, why I chose there is it's a huge glacier. That was once a sea. Now, the atmospheric pressure is 89% higher down there than it is on the surface of Mars. So if there's liquid water, it's there. So that's where we want to be. And no one's ever landed there. There's also giant clouds of methane around that area, and you know what that is. So the deployable greenhouse, I have some sketches here. It doesn't look like a greenhouse. I'll give you that. That's not a helicopter propeller. Those are a rotating solar panel. And it has walking legs instead of the wheels, because if there is water there and ice, it'll need better traction. The biodome you can see too in the middle. Now, that's a closer look at the biodome. We have pods to grow algae in. And I chose algae because this Antarctic strain, because it's incredibly resistant to cold and radiation. It also produces incredible amount of nutrients per its weight. It's 45% protein, carbohydrates, fat, everything you want. In the middle of that large disc near the bottom is where the legs will attach, and they'll be able to rotate 360 degrees around. The mast in the top will reach up to that solar array with a radar in the top for communication. That's a closer look at the pod. It was based on an AG pod developed by the Mars Society for an experiment, and they found it worked really well. This will maximize the amount of algae produced, and that's doubling its mass every 5 days. Now, that's a closer look at the leg with tools that'll be able to go inside the leg and extend out the bottom of the hand there to be able to move around. That leg has 3 different points of articulation, almost like the Canadarm. That's another look at the bottom of the foot. That's where it'll come out. Let's see, that's a resting pad for if the machine needs to go down to a lower level to perform any type of experiment. So the greenhouse effect. That's what I want to use here. There's an auto-catalytic effect on Mars just waiting for a spark, and that spark is humans. This algae, once it's produced, we're going to take out excess and put it onto the surface of Mars. Hopefully in this liquid water or straight into the ice during the temperature, depending on that. So that'll in turn absorb more sunlight and exponentially increase that. So it's a solar panel. On top of it. It's pretty standard, the communications array. I just want to thank you all for being a part of this. This is a great experience, and I'm glad to see so many people here.